is Wu-nuwaupu will start tearing the culture down if it's not dealing with sound, right reason, it's not according to nature. Because if you get hot, what do? You get cold, what do? You get thirsty, what do? Do you need somebody to tell you that? That's natural nature. So Wu-nuwaupu is natural nature. It goes in tune with nature. If you practice Wu-nuwaupu 100% and get it down pat, you can go to any African country and will assimilate in, and they wouldn't like, oh, this guy's more African than we are. You know what I mean? Because they were in tune with nature. Because you're looking at Africans that's been modernized or colonialized, right? But the ancient tribes that's in the bush would say, I'm feeling this guy. Let him come over here. He can sit amongst us. But that damn Akata you got with you, that Zenji, that American, you can keep him over there in the city. He's destructive. He'll disrupt stuff here. You feel me? So what happened is these prophets were sent. Who was the prophet of Egypt? Do anybody know? For the other Israelites? No, it wasn't Moses.
Joseph.
No, it wasn't Joseph. It was Aaron. Remember, Moses was the God. You know what I'm saying? Who was the prophet of Babylon? Daniel. Who was the prophet for the Romans? Jesus. So that means that their doctrine that they came with will have to appeal to somebody who's been brainwashed as a Roman. That means their doctrine had to appeal to the people who've been brainwashed as Egyptians or Babylonians. That means that their doctrine is the doctrine of the Bible, and these prophets cannot be the same. It's a contradiction because the formula I'm using to break you out the spell doesn't work for Egypt. The formula I'm using to break that spell in Christianity ain't working for Babylon. So when they put all the books together, this is why it seems that the Bible is contradictory, because these prophets were sent to different regions. But we know that it was all different liars who went to different regions and created your biblical stories. You feel me? And they gave it to you, said these are prophets. But they don't prophesize. But they do make a prophet. You feel me? So Constantine said, let me take this bootleg book right here. This one right here. This one right here. This right here. And I'm going to put it together. Because the magic, I can't reach out to Babylon. I can't reach out to Jerusalem. I can't reach out to Egypt. Because I don't have a universal doctrine. You feel me? So in order for Rome to take over you mentally, he had to get the books of the spell of Leviathan by their disagreeable prophets of the reptilians, and went to different regions of the prophet where they went in with these scrolls and brought them together under Israelites. Because all these prophets came from the Israelites. And these are all Israelite prophets. There was no Egyptian prophets, no other prophet, anything but of that holy seed. Feel me? And this is what Constantine did. I need to get all the magic from the different regions so this can become a universal book. It got a little thing about Egyptians, the Canaanites, the Babylonians, the Sumerians, the Persians, the Greeks, the Romans. You feel me? So now he has a conglomerate of spells. That's why in America, we have the spell of Leviathan on us, right? But the spell of Leviathan is worldwide. It's in Russia, China, Germany, Africa. You feel me? But that spell doesn't affect them the way it affects us. Because if I told you, yo, I'd give you $1 for an ounce of gold, would you give it to me? No, I'm serious. Would you give it to me? Why?
It doesn't work.
Why?
It's not work. Gold is worth more.
Say that again?
Gold is worth more.
Now, but the African will give them the gold for the dollar. That means it's a different type of spell. You see that? Now, you tell an African, hey, if you give me your land, I'll give you this. Guess what the Africans say? Oh, no, thank you. No, get out. First of all, what are you doing on my land? Get out. But to us, we say, hey, I'll give you a down payment on a condo if you sell me your mother's house that she spent 40 years paying off. But you'll give that to them. You see how the spell works? It doesn't work in the regions together, but it still have a foundation. Christianity, Islam, and Judaism, but it got certain formulas of the spell that they had to put different people under to get you in getting you out your stuff. Yeah, go ahead.
It also works just like Christianity. They teach you that For you to get your milk and honey, you gotta die first.
Yeah.
You walk the walk, and the floor, gold,
And they said, you're real good, right? You get your pie in the sky. And they said, for what profit a man to gain the whole world to lose his soul? But in America, we take it as we ain't got to do nothing. We just pray to God and we can just be bums. You can't tell it to, listen, but in the Caribbean, they be into the same thing, right?
yeah, all over.
But the Caribbeans don't deal with that bum stuff. They work 4 or 5 jobs. No. I know if I don't work, I ain't eating. But in America, they got so many programs where I haven't seen anyone starve in America unless it's forced starvation. Nobody's walking around and died from starvation in America because they got so many programs to feed you. You feel me? So the spell works in different regions and has a different effect on other people. And guess what happened now? Because we're not satisfied of being under the spell of the Caucasian in America, right? We'll say, okay, and she eventually start evolving and getting smarter and realize, okay, I'm not even trying to deal with y'all spell. You can keep that Christian stuff. I'll become a Muslim. So now you then moved out of Rome and you went to Saudi Arabia under the same spell. You feel me? You was a Roman Catholic and now you became a Muslim, but the Islamic faith was created by the Roman Catholic. That means just in case you decide to roll out, I got backup for you. So I got somebody waiting for you. You hear me? Then you want to feel Islam. Now I want to be a Muslim. Then you want to go to who? The Jews. But the Roman Catholic Church is nothing but a bunch of Roman Jews. They wear yarmulkes on the same head. The Pope wear the same yarmulke that the Jews wear. The same robes the Jews wear. The same sash as the Jews wear. They use a 6-point star. The Jews use a cross. You feel me? But it's like, no matter where you go at, I'm not going to be none of them. I'm a Buddhist. Oh, now you didn't went to the foundation of where the religions came from the Hindus, the black devils. You see what's going on? So every time you try to go outside the box, they got something on the background. Oh, you don't want to follow no religions, no. Oh, you just want to be metaphysic. Oh, we got people for you too. You hear me? Oh, you just want to worship nature. Oh, we got somebody for you too. We call them Wiccans. You feel me? So they got, no matter what you do, they got an avenue for you. What makes them scared of Wu-nuwaupu because Wu-nuwaupu is African. And they can't control that. Because you can't explain it. If I call your mother a whore, what would you say to me? I said, your mom's a thief, she's a whore, she ain't no good, she's a liar.
You framed.
Huh?
Framed.
But I got a cop standing next to me. What would you say though?
Still don't be a fight.
Huh?
Still don't be a fight.
I mean, the basic person said, I don't know, you don't know my mother.
Or you'll curse you back.
Yeah, I mean, they'll curse you back, but but do I know your mother?
Right.
So how can I tell you anything about your mother and I don't know him? So how can a white man come to Africa and tell you, hey, what is that? Oh, that's a tikinu. Oh, an obelisk. No. Tikinu. Oh, obelisk. What is that? Oh, that's a mirror. Oh, a pyramid. No, a mirror. This is what they do. They go in your country, they ask you what it is, you tell them what it is, they don't want to use what you told them, so they come up with their own name. So then when you do research on your story through an Egyptologist, who is someone who studied Egypt, we can't be Egyptologists because we're from Egypt. You hear me? So the whole thing is, how I'm listening to this dude and he don't even know my mother. Hi, I'm gonna listen to you and you won't even, all right, before it was called hieroglyphics, because obviously you named it hieroglyphics, what was the language called? Before you called it pyramid, what was it called? Before you called this guy a pharaoh, what was the language that they spoke and the language, and what was it called? They said, well, I don't know, because you ran with that for the last 6,000 years. And then when people want to do research in Egypt, guess who you're going to? The nigga that said, your mom ain't no good. I need to find a definition for the word pyramid. So now you still got to go for the definition. But if you knew your language, you said, I don't need you. You feel me? Yeah, go ahead.
Just like kangaroo, right?
Mm-hmm.
When the white men first went to Australia,
Yeah.
and they asked the Aborigine, what's that animal? What's that?
Mm-hmm.
The Aborigine said, I don't understand your question. Meaning say, kangaroo. I don't
Yeah.
understand your question. And they
Yo, this is what they do. They are the masters of deception. Everybody get mad and say, oh, Denzel got robbed again at the Oscars. First of all, Denzel is a horrible actor. Anybody who thinks Denzel can act, raise their hand. I'm seriously. How many people? What range do he got? He plays this, the same. He does the same roles. He either play a military personnel or a cop. It's the same thing. Only time you see Denzel go out of his range when he played Malcolm X, Hurricane, Reuben the Hurricane in the Hurricane, and Training Day. He played the same role. People like that role, so they typecast him in that same role over and over again. You feel what I'm saying? We're not good actors because they need to get an Oscar to the Jews and the white man. They don't even need to have a award ceremony. Just give it to them on GP, because anytime when you can act like you're the original man on the planet Earth, you're the original Egyptian, the original Jews, Muslim, everything, and you actually believe that, and then you got me to accept it. Oh, the white man's a Jew. We ain't Jews, white man Jew. They ain't Jerusalem. That's the best acting you ever going to see in your lifetime. Well, now you got it. Here's the sad part. Now you got white Indians. I mean, back when I was growing up, I seen Tonto and Geronimo, but now you walking around, I'm seeing like people looking like Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt, and I got Cherokee in me. You hear me? How insulting. That is really insulting. You come to America and you say, hey, I need help, I can't survive, it's getting cold. I'm not used to this environment. And out of the loving warmth of their heart, they said, look, white man, pale man, that's what we call him, the pale man. Pale man, I'll give you corn, I'll give you grain, I'll give you buffalo skin, and I'll show you how to survive through the winter, right? Instead of putting the poor Indian in the back saying, hey, thank you, my friend. He kills him, then takes his land from him, and throw him into a little piece of land called a reservation. To add insult to injury, then you turn around and take their identity. And you want to worship this person? You want to be like the white man? You want to keep up with the Joneses? How can you, as an African in America, who watched this man go to other people's countries and befriend them and turn around and stab them in the back? You know this for a fact, right? Then go to somebody's land and kidnap them to bring them back for labor, because I don't want to pick the cotton. So I just go get some niggas to do it. You hear me? Take him from your land where you living great, and then bring you over here and treat you like worse than an animal. The dog gets better love than you do. He don't even have to work. All you gotta do is put some some dog kibbles and bits of gravy train in his bowl and give him a dish of water, and the dog say, thank you. Why you don't even get to eat that? He won't even give you water. He said, go get it your damn self. And then whip you if you don't move quick enough. If you drop an egg, you see Django, they beat him for dropping the egg. You see you drop them eggs now. You feel me? So this is who you want to be like. He takes people's land and he says, hey, don't take it personal. It's only business. I know your grandmother spent like 80 years to pay off her mortgage, and now you finally own the house, but you shouldn't have signed it to me. You should have read the fine print. It's only business. And you have to sit there and cry and take that. You hear me? And then worship their God. And then give you your hard-earned money that you work all week for, $100, you gotta give $20 to the white man's God. You hear me? And pay the white man rent. Pay the white man for electricity. Pay the white man for the water. Something that's free. Lighting is free. Water is free when it rains. But you pay him for it. This was your land, he kicks you off of it, and now you gotta pay him rent. Then give his God 10% of your earnings. You hear me? And if you want to do anything else, you gotta have a license. You wanna get married? No, you gotta pay me. Oh, you wanna die? Oh, you gotta pay me for a death certificate. Oh, you wanna drive? No, you gotta pay me for a driver's license. You wanna get born? No, you gotta pay me for a birth certificate. You wanna work? No, you gotta pay me for Social Security. And then I'll let you retire and I'll give that money back, some of it back to you for your Social Security. So you work hard all your life just to say, so I could be old and lazy and collect money from the white man. That's what you're saying. I'll work 5 jobs, and I don't care. And when I retire, I'm gonna get my pension. I'm gonna get my Social Security check. That's what you. This is your mentality. That you're working to work for him so you can get a couple dollars. I'm gonna get my pie in the sky. I'm gonna sit back and be a bum, right? So I can sit back and do nothing as an old person. You hear me? Watch TV and pay for medication. This is the person that you want to worship, you want to follow. This guy, he got all his stuff together, but we don't got ours together because we so busy fighting each other. You're not looking at the real enemy. He's sitting there making money off you fighting each other. Is somebody raise their hand or something? Yeah, go ahead.
The enemy always been there in plain sight.
Huh?
How do you bring brothers into the conscious way of thinking?
That's the first problem right
To
there.
get from beneath their trap, because they only threaten us with incarceration and financial.
Yeah.
The only 2 things they can threaten black men.
No, that's not true.
America.
No.
I know it's a lot of other ways, but those are the most strongest ways.
It's only the strongest way because you don't hustle no more.
Right.
Because if you got $5, would you starve?
Nah.
Can you stretch $5 in a week?
Nah.
Yes, you can. You just flip it.
Just flip it.
Yeah, flip it. Buy you some pencils, sell pencils, buy you some oils, incense, buy something that you can sell back for it. But you used to think like that.
Yeah.
But you don't do no more. You know why? Because Clinton made it easy for you. Clinton gave you money. That's why they said, oh, we love Clinton. Because Clinton has opened up all type of government programs catering to black people to take you out that comfort zone. You hear me? Because we was already focused on how to survive. You know, you old enough. You remember how it was in Reaganomics.
Oh, yeah.
Your mom didn't have no money like that, but she made sure it worked, didn't she?
Yeah.
The new generation can't do that because they don't know how to do it. It took us 400 years to get that hustle of not able to buy from restaurants because we had to create our own stuff because we couldn't eat where they wouldn't serve us. They wouldn't even cater to us. So we had to create new type of hustle. That means we was thinking. We was using our hands. Like our master teacher said, when you use your hands, you're able to create things. The white man can't create nothing. All he got is beef and weapons. He didn't have so many people working for him, he forgot how to use his hands. So when time hit the fan, what can he do? If everything shut down, what would he do? We'll survive because we know how to survive. Because we're hustlers. We're survivalists. We know how to make something for nothing. He don't know how to do that. He's like, my credit card's not working. I'm starving. I need him. You like, shit, nigga. Yo, take that screwdriver, open up that, you feel me? I ain't gonna starve. Trust me. If I had to go to your neighborhood to get your damn canned goods, I ain't starving. You feel me? But it's like, we bartered. If I wanted that jacket, I said, yo, send me that jacket. How much you send me your jacket for? I mean, everything has a price. You want to keep it forever?
Oh, no. Everything got a price.
Okay, if I gave you a good price, would you sell it to me?
Yes.
Now, what if I had something you wanted? Hey, I got a nice little iPod right here. Hey, I got some nice food over here. And you, like, whatever appeals to you, you be like, yo, I got this jacket. I ain't got no money, but I get this jacket. You hear me? You got that. Here, take the iPod. I like the jacket. I'm wearing the jacket. You got your iPod. This is how we survived for thousands of years. He brought that money in, and the money screwed us over. It take you way more money to furnish your house when you can just trade it and get your house straight. But stuff you got, if you had a skill, you can use your skill to get what you want. But now you got to pay, like I said before, you got to pay for soap, this. You know what, every woman, like I said before, what you got to fill the house up with, you got to buy the necessities. And that costs thousands of dollars that you don't got. Yeah, go ahead.
With martial law on the way, things like that, the nature, us being the indigenous people, they shouldn't be able to come and just apprehend us because, something might be invading or something.
Say that one more time. I want you to say that loud. Say what you just said one more time.
I said with martial law being on its way, with us being the indigenous people, they shouldn't be able to come in and apprehend us or take us.
You said they shouldn't be able to come in and apprehend us? How did you get here?
I ran you.
Huh? How did he get you? He came in and apprehended you from out of Africa.
But how do we stop that from happening?
Because you're still, let me tell you how he got in. How did he get in? First of all, here's the question. Who's from the ghetto? Raise their hand. Or the hood. What you call the black neighborhood? Raise their hand.
We all
Right? Can a white man walk in the hood and just grab a back baby? Why? How far will he make it down? First of all, would he make it in the block to grab it in the first place?
Nah, he gonna-
Huh?
As soon as he get there, he's gonna be like,
Why? Because people are like, what you doing here?
Yeah.
You hear me? So the whole thing is that somebody invited the white man to Africa. He should have been killed before he got even on the beach. But he said, hey, before you do that, look, mirror, cigarettes, tobacco. Hey, look, I got stuff. You hear me? And you like, you're greed. I'm coming. Dude, you got gold, diamond, oil. A little mirror fascinated you. A little gunpowder, a little rifle. You let him, he said, okay, what you got? You gave him a voice. And then he started appealing to your greed. Then your own people sold you out. And this is how he's able to come into Africa and apprehend you. You hear me? Martial law is the same thing. In order to get a good education, where you have to go? Exactly. Who teaches you? They do. And is it free? No. So that means you got to pay him. And if you don't get the money, what he'll say? No. He'll say, oh, you can't afford it. I'll give you a loan. But you have to pay it back with interest. And maybe I'll give you a job if it's available. So it's not even guaranteed your job will be available. And if it's not available, guess what happens? Hey, you're too overqualified to work at Denny's or McDonald's. You feel me? So this is what you have done. Martial law is the result of Africans assimilating and becoming Caucasians. The reason why he's able to pull off martial law is because of us. Because we let religion dictate how to live our lives. And the children don't like liars. You sit there and tell your children don't lie, but you've been lying to your children from day one. Santa Claus gave them gifts to you. The Easter Bunny laid the eggs for you. Thanksgiving is because the Pilgrims came to America. We know they killed the darn Indians, they call it Thanksgiving. You feel me? So you lied to them about that as a child. And when the child got older and started realizing you lied to him, then you said, hey, everything I've done for you is from God. You feel me? And they realized you lied there too, because then they realized, damn, I pray hard. I'm bleeding blood. I'm crying blood. And God, I'm still broke. You feel me? The only way you be successful in America, you gotta act white. You have to literally become the devil. Because the stuff that black billionaires are doing is malicious to black people. Or what you're doing to get that money. You're like, oh, this nigga balling, Jay-Z's balling. But look at Jay, Jay-Z's a prime example. He's from the hood, the projects of Marcy, right? Get a little record deal, right? And this is what Jay-Z does. Before he become a multi-millionaire, how many of his friends that he stabbed in the back before he went to the next level? And we know he did Source Money, Jazzo, Beanie Siegel, everybody he grew up with, he stabbed them in the back. And people say that nigga Jay is a snake. And now he hangs out with Chris Martin from Coldplay and Gwen Paltrow. Nigga, you couldn't even hang out with them when you was in the project. Now you want to hang out with people you know you can't relate to. That means the only way he could relate to means what? He changed on the inside and became like one of them mentally. And this is what happened to us. You became a black Caucasian in America. And the reason why they're able to put martial law on, because your children look at you as a liar. So when you tell them not to do something, they say, nigga, why should I listen to you? You're a liar. And then your children rebel, and they become thugs and hoes. And you like, oh, these niggas are dangerous. They're not, because they're rebelling because you're a liar. Because you gave them bull crap. You gave them a Quran, a Torah, and a Bible, and you expect these kids to act like, honor A students, right? Now the children became thugs. You like, I don't got no problem with martial law. You can keep them niggas in check. Because your grandmama and your uncle and them got robbed and killed by one of them niggas. Now you say, they need to lock these niggas up. You heard that. You said it in your mind if you ain't saying it verbally. So now martial law coming in, now you got a problem with it because it affects you now. But they couldn't do it unless they had to create the black devil in our race. You feel me? And with that, I'd like to pass the mic to my brother, Amon Rayton. Yeah. Secret, a two hotel.
It's close enough. Second way at Tomb Raider, it's close enough. Anybody have any questions?
No, wait a minute.
The funny part is, we are already there.
I know.
What happened after 9/11?
They put in more.
Nothing could get back over here except drugs. Because you know the drugs ain't stopped. Anybody notice that?
Right.
After 9/11, you couldn't take no lotion on the plane, but cocaine was still in our neighborhoods. Heroin was still coming in. In fact, it was more heroin in our neighborhoods because we invaded Afghanistan, the place where marijuana grows, right? This stuff, the danger stuff still came over here. The guns still was here. Russian guns, Russian ammunition. You follow what I'm saying? All that stuff was still here, but you can't bring water on the plane. Why? Because the bottle's too big. It might be acid or something. It's a game. You know, they took away freedom. How many people saw on the news they talked about taking away freedom of speech? If you're too close to the president and you say the wrong thing, what do I do? Next thing you know, you hemmed up, right? You going down. You call somebody, hey, I don't know where they got me at, but this is my last phone call. Where can we? Ain't no bail. We are already in a form of martial law. You follow? We're already in a form of that. You know?
The Homeland Security.
Yeah. What's Homeland Security? What happened to the feds? What happened to the cops? They took it a level beyond that.
I mean, and from the actual point of taking us and putting us in the concentration camps that they do have right now. I'm talking about from that point.
You're talking about as far as FEMA.
Yes, taking us and martial law, taking us and apprehending us to the
Military
point where
coming
they're,
in.
you know, keeping us somewhere.
Keeping us where?
Like in concentration camps, because there's concentration camps that do exist with caskets that's already ready.
You gonna let them come take you?
No.
You see where the problem comes in?
They have to kill me on my way.
Why you think they're buying all these
So I
guns?
mean, like, as
What you think this
a
gun
nation,
solve
what can
for?
we do? That's what I'm.
Think about it like this.
We don't.
If we was together, would they be able to come do that? If we were speaking our own language, would they even know what the heck we was talking about to come tell us to do anything? Like, what did he say? Hat-tap. Oh, what you throw them off when you stop being on their vibration. And if you don't send your kids to their school, they can't come get your kids because they don't know your kids exist. You follow? They can't do anything to us that we don't let them do. We let them do stuff. We let them come in our neighborhoods and set up restaurants. We let them come sell us shoes. We walking around with $200 Nikes on, can't afford the rent, but got Jordans on, right? And Jordan, what he doing? He don't care, you know? We got all of this new stuff, but we can't pay our bills. What happens when tax time roll around? Everybody's rich for about 20 days, 30 days, everybody's rich. And the next thing you know, we're all broke because they're playing the game for us. They're playing the game against us, rather. And we don't know how to play back, so we get into this mode of, I'm helpless, I don't know what to do, I can't, like he said, like, I don't know how to do this no more, I'm gonna get, I don't wanna work at McDonald's, I don't wanna flip burgers. Why not? Because we don't remember how to take that little bit of money and make it, what? Put it together and make it grow together. We always wanna, I only got $5 left. But if you got $5 and 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 you got $5, now we got a pizza. Now we got a couple pizzas. But if you got $5 and you got $5 and you got $5 and you got $5 and you got $5, now we got a pizza restaurant. You know what I'm saying? And then we move on past that. Now we got a museum. Now we got a road, a street. Now we got a town. That's what we were doing with Tamaray. That's what we were doing. We had an Egyptian city. It started out as a small, as what they saw was a small thing. Then it went to being a village. Then it went to being a theme park. Eventually, we would have had our own what? County. Do you know when you have over 1,000 acres in Georgia, you can have your own county? You see why they came and tried to stop us? White folks can't let you have nothing. They don't want you to have nothing because they're jealous of you. Because they can't go outside in the sun and chill like us. What y'all doing? We chilling. What kind of SPF you got? SPF? What's that? I don't need no suntan lotion. What you talking about, fool? I'm out here chilling. You know, they gotta coat their skin with something to make it last in the sun, because they get skin cancer day after day. You follow? So when they come in with something like martial law, that's a psychological game on our minds. They can't really do nothing to us that we won't let them do.
So you think the way we can get out of this is economic? I know for a fact that's the way. But spiritually, knowing where you come from, plus economically, meaning more black businesses, more black-owned companies, to where we can do an economic-based type of structure, because you can't get a town or any of that if it ain't enough businesses that you can support within the community to make this a community.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because it's not enough black businesses for us to support. You know, and the ones that's out there, they so scattered. And when we go out here like right now and go across the street to the store, there's people that don't look like us looking down on us. And I feel.
You know why they look down on us? Because when you go to a Chinese restaurant, right? What do they talk about in a Chinese restaurant?
I don't know.
Right. Why don't you know?
Because you don't understand.
Because they talking Chinese.
Yeah.
You follow?
Yeah.
What happens when you go in a Hindu restaurant?
Same thing.
What happens when you go Koreans? You see the game?
Yeah.
That's how come they look down on us. That's why we had to have God come back, or God come here rather, and show us how to be gods. You have your own language, and they can't do that to you no more. You follow what I'm saying? If I write some Chinese on this board, well, nobody understand. It was like, what's that? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we got a whole lot of niggas walking around with Chinese emblems as tattoos on their chest. Don't know what's this? That's love. How you know it don't say dumbass?
Yeah.
You don't know, because you don't know what they did. The same way why we don't understand the Bible, because we don't really know English the way we think we do until we was taught by a being to go and dissect the words, go and dissect the language. So when the whole thing of them looking down on us, it's not that them looking down on us. We looking up at them because they speaking their own language and we don't know it. So we're understanding them. Oh, what do you mean by that? Oh, that's ni hao. That means how you doing in Chinese. Oh, now we understand you. And I understand a few things. But when you speak in your language and you know their language too, then you have an overstanding, because now you standing over that which they taught you with the language that's the mother of all languages. The script of all scripts. You follow what I'm saying? When we have our own stuff, it's just like, you ever borrow somebody's shoes? How many people borrowed somebody's shoes before? Show hands. You know how uncomfortable it feels when you got somebody else's shoes on? When you finally get your own pair of shoes, how you feel? Feel good, right? Kick your feet. You know, in a way, how you understand? You're comfortable now. It's the same thing. Because the whole time you got on their shoes, you're looking at them like, I need a shirt too. You got any pants I can borrow? Then after you start getting your own, you get on your feet and you start getting your own stuff, then you feel comfortable again. You're like, you know what, I got my own stuff now. Where are we going? You know, we going out now, where are we going? Now you ain't looking up to them. You might look across at them as your brother. You might even look down on them, because you might say, them ain't the new Jordans. I got the new ones on. Come on up to my level. You follow what I'm saying? So when we have our own stuff, we ain't got to worry about nobody coming in. Do we have to fight to keep it? Maybe. Do we have to fight to get there? Yes. But at least we got our own stuff. I'd rather die wearing my own shoes than die with hurt feet. You follow what I'm saying? We have to get back to the mentality of, this is my stuff, and you can't take it, and you ain't going to just come in here and take my stuff. We send our kids to these schools. Let's think about that. Even with all this shooting, right? How many people took their kids out of school? With all this shooting and all this crime that's going on, many of us still sending our kids to their schools. We worried about martial law, but we're putting our kids into martial law. Because when they go to school, a lot of them got to go through metal detectors. If they mouth off to the teacher, they're in detention. They're detaining you. They are mind screwing your kids. You know what I'm saying? You stand in school and you tell them, black people, we did this, we did that. They go to school and it's gone by third period. Because they didn't learn George Washington the same crap that they was teaching us when we was children, the same crap that they taught our grandparents when they was children, the same crap they taught our great-great-grandparents. They taught us the same crap. It's institutionalized garbage. And they're going to keep doing it so long as we keep letting them do it. You keep sending your kids to get that poison, listening to fools. What? The master teacher said, if you won't listen, if you won't drink poison, then don't listen to fools. So why the heck we sending our kids to their schools? We sending our kids to go get poison, and then we wondering why they walking around here and can't pull up their damn pants. We wondering why they don't know how to dress properly. We wondering why they don't like African food, because we don't introduce it to them. We still giving them frankfurters. Who the hell is Frank? Anyway, you feel what I'm saying? We gotta get back into our own stuff.
So you saying build the strength within the man to know where he from?
No, I'm saying build the strength within the woman, because she's where he comes from. You follow? Once you build the woman up, then you ain't gotta worry about nothing. All we gotta do is worry about protecting her and providing for her. Because once we teach our woman that she is God, then she gonna give birth to gods. Then we gonna be able to sit around and say, you know what, we all God. You know what, because my woman is God. Next time you in the store and somebody say, is that your wife? Say, no, that's my God. I worship her. That's my God. You know what I'm saying? Watch the way, the master said, watch the way you screwed on people's minds up. And you say that she's God. See, no, is that your husband? No, that's my God. You know what I'm saying? You screw their minds up because they so used to you worshiping them. They so stuck in a, well, they, you know, Mr. Oh. That's the average black man opening the door for a white woman. He's so debonair now. He got so much class. But he'll look at you, and that's a nappy-headed you know what. You feel what I'm saying? We done adopted their ways and their sicknesses so much that we don't know how to be ourselves. You ever see that nigga just don't know how to be himself? You take him somewhere, I can't take this nigga nowhere, man. He following you, you know what I'm saying, doing everything you doing, don't know how, yeah, I heard of that before. And don't know what he talking about. That's what we look like. We be in school raising our hand, yeah, that's like, shit, William Shakespeare spoke about that. We're trying to talk like them. Look at the newscasters. You follow what I'm saying? You can't get somebody to throw up a black power fist no more. They so ready to, you know, well, you know, what they're saying, which, see, what a lot of blacks are talking about these days, they're so ready to shuck and jive that we have lost the very soul, the very essence of ourselves. We lost the salt. We ain't got no flavor in our food no more. You ever been to a white person's house to eat? I'm serious. You ever ate somebody? You ever been somewhere and you had to go to one of them restaurants? You had to eat some of that Caucasian food. You know what I'm talking about? You probably don't remember it. You probably don't remember it because you don't remember what it tastes like. Because it ain't taste like nothing. It's bland. It ain't got as much seasoning. It ain't got the soul in it. It ain't got that same rhythm to it. Because you know, food got rhythm. You ever? Yeah, man. It was pass the chicken out. And food got rhythm to it when it got soul to it. Because you eat with rhythm. You know what I'm saying? You drink with rhythm. Man, yeah, everything, you don't miss a beat. You know what I'm saying? You won't miss a bite. But let you be some bland food at the table. Like, you ever been over your friend's house to eat and the food just ain't no good? You follow? That's where that comes from. You know what I'm saying? It's like we gotta really, it's not one method of solving the problem is what I'm trying to get at, brother. It ain't one way that we can just say it's economical. Because then a person can say, well, what about culture? And then you say, well, it's cultural. And then a person can say, well, what about mentality? What about spirituality? And then a person can say, well, spirituality, well, what about unity? You see what I'm saying? It has to be all things. You know what I'm saying? It is dealing with the concept of quantum physics. It's dealing with going from the concept of all things, all, pa'ut. You follow?
I follow. If a man don't know how to be a man, which has no meaning. But if a man don't know how to do something, I don't know.
No, I'm following. Go ahead, man, because you got something on your mind.
Because you have to build a foundation.
Mm-hmm.
Without a foundation, it's nothing. We just live seeking.
So
I'm just I'm not saying, I'm just hypothetically speaking.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? What's the foundation of getting our people back in order? Because you see,
Wu-nuwaupu.
You see how displaced we is. Okay, Wu-nuwaupu,
Mhm.
that's a way of life. That's a foundation. That's a starting point for me as a young brother
Mhm.
to say, okay, I can start to progress in my life that direction.
Mhm.
A lot of brothers don't have that.
Mhm.
They don't have the brothers to say, well, I'm gonna show you how to get this job.
That's how come you
This is
here.
where to go. Oh,
That's why you're here.
of course.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh,
Because
yeah.
you that brother that tell that they take them other brothers and him and him and him and him and you take Wu-Nuwaupu, which I might add, Wu-Nuwaupu does not have a beginning or an ending. Wu-Nuwaupu just is. We don't have a beginning. See light. You can click it on. Oh man, man, you see all them roaches, man? Damn. Light has a beginning. Darkness is forever. Because you can't cut it off. Try to cut off the dark next time. You know, try to switch it up for yourself. I will cut off the dark. Can't do it. Why? Because darkness is forever. We have always been here. We will never be gone. You can't, that's the mentality that they created this temporary mentality with us, because what they do, they put a star up there for a minute, you know what I'm saying? You got a brother, you know what I'm saying, give me a rapper, it's faded out. Will Smith, you know what I'm saying? When he had his rap career, he faded out after a while. That's what they do. They put us up there to get you proud, and then they take them away. Because it's temporary, because they in the light. You follow? But when we get back to Wu-Nuwaupu, Wu-Nuwaupu was permanent. Wu-Nuwaupu was here as what? Ansar. Wu-Nuwaupu was here as what? New Islamic Hebrews. Wu-Nuwaupu was here as what? Every time we was here as cowboys. You follow what I'm saying? Wu-Nuwaupu was existing when Dr. York was still singing love songs. You follow me? It's still Wu-Nuwaupu, because Wu-Nuwaupu is not just a thing. It's you. You know what I'm saying? It's so many different angles to it, because it's life. It ain't no, you know what I'm saying? We ain't no stiff people. If I sat up here like this, it's up. Well, today's class is gonna, if you have any questions, and I answered your question all stiff like that with no soul, people start getting up and walking away. They have to kick me, hit me over the head with something, drag me out, and they'll jump up a steep, because it's about soul. It's about change. It's about moving. It's about being able to adapt. It's about that. It's about letting things be as they are and be willing to do what you have to do to make it work, no matter what you have to do to make it work. It's not about letting ourselves fall back and slip back into their way again, because that's a lot of that. We have a habit of doing that. You know what I'm saying? We start something, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, this is, I'm just getting into this Wu-Nuwaupu thing, you know what I'm saying? We read a couple of books, and then as soon as something you think looks better, you're going over there, not to realize that you had it the whole time you was here. You had it the whole time. Wu-Nuwaupu is not something that's going to leave you, because Pt.2 has opened a door that can never be shut. You can never shut. Once you hear, I don't know about y'all, once I heard that voice, that was it. Couldn't nobody shut that door. You follow what I'm saying? Because it's a tone. Now, brother, I don't know the brother's here, but he asked a question about tones. It's that tone, that vibration. Once that vibration is set into motion, can nothing stop it. Because that's the master. That's Yanun. That's the master of the heavens and the earth, putting that tone in the vibration. That's the master. And when a master says something to you, and you will sit there as a student long enough, then eventually you start to see that mask. What's the mask? The mask of God. And when you pick up and put on the mask of God, you say, I don't want none of this macaroni and frozen garbage. I don't want none of this TV garbage. I got some food growing right in my backyard. Honey, let's go out there with the chemist that she is in the kitchen. She'll take that little bit of scallions that's growing in the backyard. You're gonna see what happens when I'm talking about when we ain't got no food, when people running around ain't got no food. She'll take them scallions in the backyard. What's this, honey? This look like some collard greens. Fry it up, honey. We ain't got nothing else. You know what I'm saying? And sooner or later you start realizing who we are. You know what I'm saying?
I heard you say that we need to make sure we don't fall back into their way of life. Could you please explain how we make sure that we didn't do that?
Easy. Stop wanting to be like them. It's as simple as that. Stop wanting their stuff. You know what I'm saying? Stop wanting to, I gotta go to the internet to see if Partner Bab Yanun is right. I gotta go watch this movie to see if Partner Bab Yanun is right. You don't. Partner Bab Yanun is right. If he's wrong, I don't want to be right. You know what I'm saying? Literally. Because how can you tell me, you know what I'm saying, that my house is not the temperature that you wanted? You can't do that to me. You feel what I'm saying? My house is the way it's supposed to be because it's right for me. I don't mean wrong per se as something that's totally wrong and then you're going to follow it even though it's wrong. I mean, if it's not right for you, because Wu-nuwaupu might not be right for little Johnny Caucasian over there. It's not him, but it's me. It's right for us. It's our way of life. You follow? With that, I'm going to pass the class on to my good brother, Amun.
There's a couple of things I want to read to you all. One is coming from a pamphlet called The Planet Earth is Woman. And the other one is coming from the Nuwaupian Man. And I'm going to just read a few and then I'll expound on it. Basically, these are the Pataraks from Partner Bab Yanun, the way. It says, this is on page 13, verse 164. And it says, my Sanatat daughters, remember your attributes and consider your estate. Your physical body is the holy palace out of which all deities come forth. You can either be an instrument of good to inspire a good man to great heights of achievements, or be the instruments of evil men to degrade and bring the weak and evil man of no achievements. The woman who says, I will be no man's unless he be a real man, a provider. A Razaku provider is a real man and serves the purpose of Panataru and Wu-nuwaupu. For the charm and mystery that are the gifts of life to women were ordained to create a desire and longing in men. And their purpose is to inspire men to reach above and beyond themselves that they might obtain and possess a treasure so precious. A real man does not depart the bed nor sleep until his woman is well pleased. The power she brings out of him by her skills of attractive beauty. Therefore, O my beloved daughters of beauty, you must learn to point the foot, to sit with grace, to dance sensually. You must look your very best, smell delightful. When you pass by, your walk is as a swan. Your voice is always soft and sweet, your eyes bright, your skin spotless. Your beauty, value yourselves highly. Your teeth are always white, and your nails are always kept. You are a pleasure to look at to watch and lay beside. You give yourself to only the chosen good men of your life. I'm gonna stop right there. There's much more. I'm gonna go into the Nuwaupian man. It says the Nuwaupian man is silent and calm. The Nuwaupian man stands steady like a rock in the midst of tumult and raging waters. A Nuwaupian man bears himself patiently before the temper and wrathful man and controls himself in the presence of a fool. The Nuwaupian man uses his decisions right and makes them clearly and without undue haste. The Nuwaupian man is ever prepared for whatever may befall him. The Nuwaupian man is always good in physical shape, never overweight or underweight, healthy and strong. The Nuwaupian man is always clean, neat from head to toe. He may shave and grow his facial hair. He must keep it neat, whatever he chooses to wear as his hairstyle. The Nuwaupian man is always on the square and centered. He is reckoning and embraced both success and failure with a chin up. The Nuwaupian man judges all Nuwaupians equally by one standard and expects each to act according to his capacity. The Nuwaupian man is prepared to meet strength with strength. He does not shirk the issue with violent men, nor does he suppress his wrath when the cause is just. The Nuwaupian man safeguards his reputation and challenges those who would steal it from him. The Nuwaupian man is prudent and wary. He is not easily beguiled nor fooled by beliefs in fiction. The Nuwaupian man weighs all things in his mind and concludes all things by factual reasoning. The Nuwaupian man receives the stranger with hospitality and politeness. The Nuwaupu man gives generously in needed cause and eases the burden of a heavy laden. The Nuwaupu man is cheerful under difficulties, and his face is never sullen or mean. The Nuwaupu man never fawns upon the superiors, nor does he oppress his subordinates. I could go on. My point in reading that is to say it's going to take discipline. It's going to take some putting your foot down. You know what I'm saying? We all been, you know what I'm saying, through this life. It ain't like, you know what I'm saying, this stuff right here is, you know, something that was already done by us within the past 6,000 years. No, we've been under a spell for 6,000 years. So when Panabab Yanun puts this forth, this is a guide. This is the way. This is what we should get on, the path that we have to put our feet on. This is where we should put our foot down. This is where it should stop. All the ignorance, all the lies that they done taught us. We done prayed for the truth, you know what I'm saying? And all of their religion, calling on their deities, calling on their gods, and ignoring the fact of how the man is. If we knew the man, then we'd know how his deity is.